Hey, how you doing, Aquarius? How you doing? This is Queen Lisa. I'm the host for this channel. Welcome to Conscious Waters Ocean Deep. So I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys are looking forward to your weekend ahead. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and press the notification bell so that you can be updated when I've uploaded new readings to this platform. Also, please check the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs and any other star sign you have in your birth chart that may resonate with the readings on this channel. To take what you like and leave the rest. Also, I'm giving out free private and personal readings up until the ending of August. So do take up your opportunities now while it still lasts, because I will be charging for readings from the new month of September. So I just want to let you know that I'm also working on a new channel. It will be a channel where I will be working on tarot readings, personal development coaching, and life resources, wisdom, knowledge, skills, everything that you need to know in regards to things that you would ideally like to be more wise about, or to know how to do something, or to understand something, or just things that and you're like, well, yeah, this would be very interesting to me in some type of way. I'll be doing all of that on my new platform that I'm working on. I'll also be present in the camera. So if you would like to know the name of that channel, please come for a free private and personal reading. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Just want to say thank you to you all as well who have liked, commented, and subscribed to this channel. Please continue to do so and press the notification bell. Okay, right, so let's see what's going on with Aquarius. Okay, I do see you may want to partner up with someone, but you feel like you're stuck in a perspective right now. Stuck in a perspective. Don't think I could call you up and tell you that you want to speak to me. It's not going to work in that way. Yeah, you may want to call someone up and speak to them, and it might not work in your favor in some way. Okay, it does look like there was some deception in the past, judgment as well. There could still be judgment, and there's some worries of these feelings. It's quite shocking, really. All right, it looks like things have been destroyed in some type of way here. There's some information that's still what's ongoing or stable. It's just that way. Something's just that way. So maybe not sure which way to go or what to do. Okay, it could be in regards to you making some type of offer, taking your time, maybe with a child, being aware that they have to kind of leave you out on this one, or maybe even they could be taking, it's like you're taking your time with something here, but you may be aware that you have to leave something out. All right, it does say you have committed to confusing the situation or being combative in the situation, and you don't want any more combativeness as well. It does look like you want to move forward and contemplate still deciding whether or not you want to do it, communicate with a person, but you may want to just balance something out here as well. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. Just say you don't really mind spending time alone in your mind, thinking if you're going to work on something that's not going to happen for you. It does say it will work for the person that's going to continue to do good in their mind, and maybe it's going to work for you if you just leave them to get on with it. It doesn't say anything bad is happening. Beautiful news is here. It says confusion in your mind is something that you wonder is going on, whether or not speaking about something is going to help you. It does say you have many things that you want to say to a person and don't want to speak about it to them, but do want to communicate on how they're working on things in their own mind or in their own life, and the situations that you've caused in your mind to wonder if those things are happening. All right, so you could be very inquisitive or want to know things about the particular person. All right, doesn't really say anything is going to be good for you, though, if you keep tormenting the person or torturing them or making them feel bad for what it is that you feel like could happen to them. It says bad news for you if you keep troubling their mind with negative energy. Okay. It does say that you've been judging them as well and keeping your judgment hidden as well from the person or with your feelings, not saying a word. It does say shocking news is hit, and I want it to be ongoing as well. Like, you want the news to be ongoing in regards to whatever it is that you think or say about this person to yourself. Okay. All right, so let's see what else is going on. I don't want to hear that you have bad news, but I warned you not to speak about me. And I feel like I keep hearing it in my mind, that you keep hoeing me or making me feel bad in my mind about who I am. Don't want to hear that I'm doing bad things. I just want to warn myself I'm doing great things. Well, Aquarius, you can do great things. Maybe you need to ignore what you're hearing in your mind. Maybe what you're hearing in your mind isn't really the person that you think it is. Okay, and maybe as well, if you just work on yourself and do good all by yourself instead of trying to, wish that the person can be negative, even if they're not even being negative to you, because maybe you don't know, maybe you haven't spoken to this person in a long time or even seen them in a long time, so you don't really know what it is that they are saying. Okay, maybe these are things in your mind, things that are in your head that you keep hearing over and over again. It may be because maybe the time that you did speak, you may have heard words from the person that you didn't like. Okay, but what I do see is that the universe could be pushing this information into your mind and making you feel like you are working on something in your mind that could be of the other person that you think it is that's saying these things. It says it's not really the things that you want to be told. And that's why it keeps going around and around in your head, that you don't want to be told certain things. Okay. It does say you have offers to make in regards to being mindful about who you are, not necessarily wanting to, but at times you don't want to hear that good news is coming to you or anyone. So it doesn't work for you if you feel like you want to work on the situation and produce more karma in negativity to harm others. It says you've got to be mean to be mindful in your mind, but this is mostly in your mind. It's like you feel like sometimes you feel like you've got to be mean to be mindful, but then it says it's not working out for you. Let it go. Leave the situation alone. Let it unfold naturally. Stop hurting yourself by hurting your mind, hurting other people. In the meantime, work on yourself. All right. So let's see what else is going on, because sometimes the universe is telling you things, and sometimes the universe tells you things through other people as well. And sometimes, yes, it's sometimes things that you don't want to hear, and then you got to work on yourself. All right. And sometimes it's people that are negative out there. Right now there's a lot of negativity going on in the universe. Okay, indirectly at that as well, through people's thoughts and feelings. That doesn't mean that you have to keep talking about people in negative ways. You have to learn how to manifest goodness for yourself and try to ignore it to the point you can't hear the negativity anymore, because you've conquered that energy through doing better things for yourself. Okay, so let's see what else is going on, because you have to remember as well, your card represents the wish card. That's information, that's wishes of other people's. Okay, so you might, hear certain things come in your mind sometime, because there's a lot of people sending out wishes in life, prayers in life, and for some reason it comes through Aquarius energy. Okay, so I do see your card has popped out. So it does say you warn yourself not to speak anymore, and you're going to look forward to better news. After you hear something or see something, you have to warn yourself not to speak anymore, not to sell your soul to the devil, not to be there for the mental health of yours. In your ways, looking for bad, constantly looking for bad, most definitely looking for bad. Warn yourself to stop speaking of these things and looking for it. That speaks volumes. Okay, some of you guys are constantly manifesting the devil, the devil, the devil energy, the devil, devil, devil energy. That can also represent Capricorn's energy. All right. And Capricorn is the fence rider. They will put enemies together. Yeah. Or be friends with the enemies. Yeah. So some of you guys might need to think, do I hang around with a lot of Capricorns? That can tell you it all. All right. Let's see what else is going on. I don't think I noticed good karma come into my mind at times, and I believe that bad news is there sometimes. Where will I go with this? Could be dealing with a fire sign as well that's ready to reunite, okay, and is being manipulated as well by you, all right, or being manipulated by the world and the wishes of the world. I do see as well there's a water sign person here, whether male or female, okay, that's making some gestures, okay, to use your energy to manipulate a reunion as well. Or if not, this could be you trying to manipulate a reunion. Or this person is wanting to manifest their wishes as well and close something out with an offer as well. I do see this person's ready to reunite and, you know, kind of like almost like waving farewell to certain wishes and closing the chapter on them, and is offering themselves that. All right. But I do see that energy is being manipulated by your energy and a Gemini's energy, a Capricorn's energy, and a water sign's energy. It could be someone that wants to see you as well. Okay. There's a fire sign that wants to reunite with you, or wants a reunion with you, or wants to build something with you. Okay, and is manifesting, you know, some wishes another day to make a romantic gesture. So some of you guys might meet a fire sign in the near future. And some of you guys just want to reunite with your person. There is no one to believe that having you is going to be good news, okay? All right. It does say something has ended with some type of shocks, okay? But there's an ending that's being held on to as well. Like something is changing here, and someone is also trying to build something. It could be some type of wealth, okay, and is loyal to you nurturing this, or they're loyal to nurturing this wealth in some type of way. Okay. Someone's also changing and wants to shock an earth sign here, and is loyal to a fire sign, okay? Because something's ended, or something ended in the past, or it changed, okay? I'm seeing someone here that wants to shock this earth sign who is loyal to you, okay, or is loyal to a female here and has some type of regrets. So I see someone's planning to work on someone as well, Okay, it does say it's not going to be easy to work on this mean mind game of yours, though. It does say you warned the person not to speak to you, but you still want to hear what it is they have to say. Doesn't say that delivering the information is going to be good for you, though. Don't want to hear that you're giving it to everyone and not me. So maybe you feel like you're not getting something from someone here, okay? And they're giving that out to everyone else and you're not getting it in some way. Does say bad news for you, though, because you warned yourself not to speak to them and you called them out in many ways, shapes and forms. Liberty takes on them, moved on from them, wined and dined with them in your mind, but never in reality. And maybe you hurt them and caused them pain. It says you probably don't want to see me again because I will want to destroy you if you try to harm me. So this person's ready to harm you if you want to harm them. Okay, it says something is left out here, or something has been left out. Okay, and that's the truth. Okay, it does say someone here does see this in themselves, that they're having wish fulfillment, helping themselves, and they need to work on their options. And even though they've struggled to move forward with you, they'd rather keep it there and not want to speak to you or deal with you again, because they're warned themselves. If I did come forward to you, would you be a complete stranger to me? Would I know you anymore? Would you still be the same, or would you be something else? I can't pretend that I'm your friend. I want to know that I do care for you, but I can't pretend to be there for you. Because if I do and you cause me pain, I'm going to dump you again. I'm going to leave you again. I won't want to see you if you're going to keep hurting me. You keep driving me crazy and making me feel jealous or negative or hurt or mindful about who I am. I'm not going to sit there and allow you to drive me crazy. Okay, could be dealing with a Cancerian or a water sign or a fire sign or an earth sign, a Taurus, okay? Maybe even another air sign as well. All right. So I want to hear that you've got better news with them, because I really thought that you had bad news with them. Picking on me is something that you want to do. Say it. Go on. Tell me off. Tell me that I'm doing something when you never heard nothing. You never saw anything. Go on, said this water sign person. Okay. Who's making an offer to group up around people, feeling like you've made some type of gesture to say you're picking on someone or they're picking on someone. It says this person's not picking on anyone, but they do have karma in their mind about the person. It says this person does communicate with the person and loves them so much to the point the person doesn't even give them enough in return. But it doesn't say bad news is here. Good karma is here between them. It says they have a good karmic relationship with their mind, plenty of love and good energy to give. It does say a female water sign is going to harm you in your mind and let you know that problems is never going to be yours. So you need to stay out of their life or their mind. Maybe even problem solve with your own problems and not in their life. Not giving them negative energy. It says time and time again, you really want to use me for there's that word again, okay? That HOE word. Okay, it says it's something that you've been calling them, or you've been telling yourself that you get this information and you can't understand why. It says sometimes you do get it, but it's not her. It's someone else around you and you wouldn't guess who. It's definitely a demon, or even the legacy that you feel like you never wanted to let go of. It says it's someone around you, but it's not going to tell you who. Definitely wouldn't want you to know that I call you this, and your family. You're never going to guess who I am. But I can tell you, it's always going to be a water sign man and an earth sign man, and you didn't realize that it was happening. It says, I couldn't care less because I noticed that he's never going to be there for me. Wanted to know that he could spend the night with me once and then maybe twice, and then I realized that it wasn't going to work. Then I see we made love to the point we had more time alone to tell each other it wasn't going to work. Then I gave myself more time to realize it could work. Then I believed it could, and then I couldn't support him. He never supported me, and I never supported you. You're the one I wanted. I really wanted you, but I couldn't have you. And then I realized that I couldn't have you because you didn't want to help me or sort out my mind. You couldn't support it. It was never going to be me and you, says this water sign man. Okay. It does say you have communication failure though. And it doesn't say better luck next time. It says never ever again. Leave the mind game alone. You had your time, you had your fun. Maybe you should let go of them and speak to me. I'm the one that you speak to now. Let me see you have better news, or work with me, or let me know that you can't work with me. I understand if you can't. I can't give you that. I may think of you in mad ways of lovemaking and never be able to do it. I just torture you in your mind and let you think it's going to happen, never wanting you to know it's going to happen. But you cause me harm and let me know if I kick myself again to let myself down, then you're going to hurt me. And I feel like I've had to help you in your mind to let you know things are going to be okay. But notice I'm not staying away from you in your mind. I'm always there in your mind, just not in your reality, says an earth sign. Ooh. And it's like this person is staying for, you know, like just a little bit of time spent in your mind. Okay, but I see there's money involved, you know, there's all this money involved. There's wishes as well for you to borrow some money as well and take your time with it. Or maybe you've been borrowing someone some money. It does say you don't have good news with this as well. People will pick on you or make fun of you and make you feel like you're going to be using your time in your mind to remember that you did this. And time again you do it. You keep doing that and never get good karma. When are you going to learn? People keep making fun of you. Lots of them keep laughing at you. It doesn't say it's a good thing, but it does say many of them make fun of you and you don't realize it. It's like you don't know which way to go, to have the words to say or even speak to one another again. Some of you just don't want to talk, don't want to deal with them, don't want to see anyone right now, don't want to cause your heart any pain. It says you have problems remembering that people have good karma for you. And you wonder where it's going, but you don't like people, and you don't like people talking about you. You don't understand why it can't work either. Okay. It's like being between a rock and a hard place. Okay. There's some feelings in this information that you may not know which way to go with right now. I don't really want to date you. And I said to myself, this is the reason why I could not stop laughing at you, because I couldn't deal with you anymore in that way. I couldn't even think, well, am I going to do that? Because I really thought maybe if I do this, then you'll have kids for me, or maybe it could be mindful that we don't, but then you could. And then I think, well, I didn't want to, so I don't think I should have to do that. But then I laugh, because if I do, then it's going to make me more of a man or female that could help you. I would really want to stay away from you, because you could tell me off and make me feel like I'm going to be the one, and then I couldn't. And then I feel like, well, I could, because this is what's going to make me feel like I want to stay. Ugh. I'm picking up for some of you guys, this person wants to take off the condom, because I keep hearing this condom. I feel like someone wants to take off a condom and use it, but they're too scared to do that, because they feel like if they enter without that condom, it's going to make them want to stay in some way, and they know this. Anyway, let's see what else is going on. You have usages in your mind that you don't want to prepare for. It does say cute kids is gonna come out of it as well. Very cute babies. But it does say one of you will war with each other about this as well. All right. Yeah, cute kids are gonna come out of it as well. Some of you guys, that your person's, you know, still gloving up. Okay, let's see what else is going on. person is thinking about dating you again and again, and 1 week later, and da 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 da. Does say you don't need to speak to them, but they do war in their mind, wondering if they'll speak to you again, sleeping with you again, staying the night with you again, spending time with you again, working on you again, because they said they don't want to do that. They tell you off and make you feel bad for who you are and speak to you all kinds of ways. Liberty taker. Mental health problems is what they serve. It says this person is a mindful person about how they see you, and maybe doesn't want to speak to you in the things that they have secured in their mind about you, but don't want to deal with you in that way anymore. They're trying to warn themselves not to speak to you anymore. Okay. So, let's see what else is going on. I love you. Just don't want to deal with you right now. Many of us want to know that we can work against each other, personally pushing each other away, not noticing you're there. Just want to know that people are there that I know have good karma, and I work on mine, and I make sure mine is good. Don't want to hear your problems. Don't want to deal with yours. So make sure you keep away from me, and I'll stay away from you. I feel like, sometimes people can pick on people that don't have good karma or good relationships with other people in some type of way. All right, and they just want to keep the door closed on whatever it is that they've got going on, but it does say you have to walk away from negative mind games of your own, and you see that a lot comes in your own life. You do have good karma, and you wonder when you're going to have great news with your person. It's something that you do work on, and when you do, you ain't going to want to speak about no one else's problems. You're going to see that problems are no longer yours. Feeling good about your life is something that you successfully believe you could have. It does say better news for you, though, because you've always known this. And when will you try to reach the goals and the strength to make sure it happens? You do know you have problems, mindfully so, but it does say you're better off without them at times. And you wonder why this doesn't work for you. It does, but it's just that you're still waiting for the man or female to enter your life that you can speak to and have good karma with. It says mental health problems of the man right now are not helping you. Many of them are not giving you good karma because they're all going through bad moods, bad problems, bad legacies, and bad mental health, stress, messing about with you and causing you pain. But it says you have bad memories of me, and that's the person that you always thought about in the past. Bad memories of the person that you last slept with or thought about, or maybe even think about still, is still something that's giving you mind games. Maybe you love them so much and don't know how to leave them, but you warn yourself never to deal with them again. All right, so let's see what's going on with those of you in your work life. Work is something that you communicate about all the time. You have brilliant ideas, but want to succeed beyond your mind and maybe even beyond your reality. Sometimes you believe you can do it and then don't know how to spark the conversations or the information to get it out there. Sometimes you do and sometimes you don't, but you believe you have better news. Letting go of situations and maybe leaving it behind. It says don't do this to yourself, Aquarius. If you have better news, work on it and do your mind some justice. Work on it. Take the time to spell your name in places that you never thought it would be. Looking for good karma there and study that. That will help you. Make sure you do that. Put your name down in places that you never thought that you could even imagine being, like wife life, like I live in a mansion, or I work on my mind in great ways. Just what it's telling you basically is to put down some affirmations. Talk about some affirmations. Write your name down on pieces of paper and pretend that you were there, in great places, like whatever your name is. Let's say John Doe, okay, owns a Ferrari, for instance, or John Doe has a big house on the hilltop in I don't know, the Maldives, or whatever it is, you know what I mean? Or John Doe has a successful business company and provides this and that service for you know, hundreds and thousands of people that stay loyal to, you know, their business, you know, whatever it is, just write things down. Spirit is asking you to manifest right now good things for yourself, so that, you know, your name can speak volumes and start, you know, reaping in good fortune. So I feel like that's a very good message, and I feel like a lot of people could take on that information, all right, because that may help you to manifest great things for yourself and stay positive. You know, start writing down things like, I have a beautiful partner and we're happily and we're married with children, but write your name down. You know what I mean? Write your name down and say that you've got those amazing things going for yourself, and it's going to work out for you, Aquarius. For those of you that are in a dreamy state right now, some of you guys wondering and wishing, will it ever work out for me? Start writing your name down in positive ways so that it can work and manifest in your life in good ways. You know, that's all a part of prayer, okay? So let's see what's going on with your work for you. Work is going to be successful. You did it. You had good karma in your mind to support your mind. Business is booming. Start speaking about good things in your mind. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on with business for you all. Business is going to be beneficial. Watch and wait and see what's going to happen next year. You're going to be working on yourself much more than anything, loving yourself and communicating with God and saying, I did it. I worked on myself and I love myself, and I speak less to anyone. I don't need to speak to people that are going to cause me harm or pain. I just have brilliant ideas, and I'm so certain that they're going to work out for me. That's amazing. So let's see what's going on for see, there's some changes coming in. I see Scorpio energy there. Some changes coming in for you guys, all right? So let's see what's going on with your love life, all right? So if your love life is something stopping you, and it is worrisome at times, it makes you think, what happened to me? Where did I go? How did I get here? Why am I not with them anymore? Why am I not with her or him anymore? Why am I not with anyone anymore? But I do study myself, and I feel like good energy is there. I just support myself in plentiful ways and make sure that I'm gifted. I do have bad news at times, working against people, making them feel jealous, or maybe even seeing that they weren't right for me, but I support myself and make sure I do good in life. So I do see great news, making sure that I have problems in my mind, solving them and giving myself back to the universe and said, look, I did it. I don't want to support negativity. I want to support good love and hope that good things happen for all and everyone. Oh, that's so beautiful. All right, so let's see what else is going on for Aquarius. I don't want to stress. I feel like my mind is telling me off that he never loved me. He should be loving me the way I love you. The way you love me and I love you is always going to be something special and great. But he never loved me that way. Now I realize changing paths is going to be something I ignored, but I need to do. I certainly see you entering my life, and I want to be there for you. Will you reward me with greatness? Will you tell me that I have good love? Will you tell me that I love me and that I love you, and that you love me and I love you? Or I love you and you love you? Will I tell you all these things? Because I want to hear from you too. I don't want to hear that you're always miserable. I just want to hear that you do adore me and struggle at times to even avoid me. Maybe you don't need to speak to anyone else, and I'll be there for you. I'm certainly making my way. Soon, I'm going to come and see you. But I won't support you always. I just got to be there for you, even if it's for 9 years or 9 months or maybe even a short time. I'm just figuring it out right now. Okay? So you could be dealing with a new person that's coming in soon. All right? There's definitely going to be either a water sign, a fire sign, okay, or another Capricorn, okay, or a Capricorn. All right. So let's see what else is going on. I does say you have trusted your mind to say that people will be jealous because you're not going to speak, but you have got good news supporting the idea or making people feel like it's going to happen. It does say you'll believe that it's going to happen to the point it does. And then people will warn you not to speak about it because you didn't say good things about the relationship that you had. It doesn't say people will be there to even want to know what's going on. Maybe it's the type of man that you have, or female, but they wouldn't want to know you anymore. All right. Okay. So let's see what else is going on. Feel love life. Love is something that you ignore but really want to know if you could work on it. Something that you deserve and really, really appreciate at times, but don't know how to support the idea ongoing. People will want to see that you're always there looking for me. Maybe I look for you too, but we're not going to see each other. I don't want to date you. You don't want to date me. So where are we going? Okay, that could be another Aquarius. All right. It does say you warn yourself never to speak about anyone that's going to be bad for you. So you don't want to deal with any negative nine-mindedness of people in the past. Be there for yourself and be good to yourself. Love yourself and make sure you love your mind. Be there for your mind because problems are not always going to be taken care of. But people will tell you off and make you feel bad. Sometimes I want to tell you off too, but I'm not going to. And I realize that I shouldn't speak to you again. So I'm not going to talk to you again. Okay? This could be a fire sign man. It could be an earth sign man. It could even be another earth sign person. Or it could be a Pisces. Okay? Or it could just be someone controlling. Alright? Alright, let's see what else is going on. It could even be a baby father. Or, you know, it could be your own father, Aquarius. Or it could just be an ex-husband or ex-man in some type of way. It could even be an ex-job or something like that. So let's see what's going on with those that are single. Those that are single don't want to stress. Another day is a new day. Brilliant ideas. Beautiful news is coming in. Certainly want to hear beautiful news coming in. It's going to help me to prepare myself for the next 2 weeks or 2 months. I love this because I'm hearing good news come already. Certainly going to work on my mind and see benefits is going to be something that I need to support. And I want to see problems are no longer yours. So I'm going to work on myself and see that blessings is something that I need. Or problems. I just don't know what yet, but I feel like good news is coming, so I'm going to work on that. Yeah. So some of you guys are feeling happy that good news is coming. You're going to benefit from something here. All right? You're going to reap rewards from something here. And you're happy to work on that perspective as well. Okay? You could be happy as well in your job. Okay? You could be happy about, you know, someone that has a smile on their face for you as well. Okay? And you really want to have a victory with this person because you've been judged by many people. All right? But it does say you want to feel like you can work on yourself and not be in war with yourself. So you're going to love on yourself regardless of what he, she, or anyone says. All right? So let's see what's going on with singles. Anything else? Does say no one doesn't speak to me, but I do believe good karma comes. I want to work on myself and I'll see better news come. When I get the time to speak to myself and make sure I feel good or look good, I'll be better off in my mind. Okay? So there's an obsession here that needs to be broken because maybe someone's been a bit toxic with you, Aquarius, in some ways. You feel like you need to break up with some feelings here. But I do see that you look into your feelings and you do control making an offer or some type of offer here to help yourself here. You know, it does seem like you're working on what's in your mind and you're trying to heal or sort it out with your ideas. And you want to stay loyal to yourself, okay? Even if that means that no one else, you know, understands who you are. You may not want to change, but you may want to change in some ways too. It does say you believe in yourself no matter what, and you care less about what anyone says, so you wonder if it's working or will work constantly. You just have to work on yourself, or even war with yourself at times where you feel like the problems is not solved or it's not going away. But you do have to understand that I feel like you will work better on yourself one day. And I see this when you've walked away from problems of your mind or even people or family members or problems of theirs. Many men or females here working on you. It says good luck, because you have better news when you do that. But it doesn't always say this. And I've always said that to myself, because I really see what people go through, regardless of your shape, size, your figure, your hair, your nails, your clothes. Doesn't really matter. But I notice that people do have good luck at times, and they don't at times too. So where would I be going? Doesn't say you all have great news though. It does depend on the person that cares about you, the person that really takes the risk for you, the person that really minds you in your mind about how you mind your own mind and who you care about. Doesn't make me feel any better that you don't care about me, because I couldn't care less about you. But then if you war with me, I'm going to war with you. So where am I going with this? It does say you have to stop warring with the person that you mean well with, and maybe they need to stop warring with you. It does say you will war with them until they war with you, and then you'll stop warring with them because you don't want to war with anyone. Then you don't see anyone matching your energy. Why is that? Because many people like to war these days, give each other grief or drama, or maybe even problems in their mind. It says, I'm sorry, but I see this, but I can't help it. And then sometimes I don't see it. But then I realize I don't meet myself in the mind to see that I can have better. Maybe I trust myself that I could have better. But when I meet it, I will know that I have better. All right. So let's see what's going on with those in a relationship. No one knows why you're not in a relationship for some of you. It does say both of you have problems believing you have good karma. It does say both of you have split up or took a break. Why did you do that? It says sometimes we need to do this to let each other know that we're still seeing each other or not speaking to each other, but then we do. We do speak to each other. We just don't war with each other as much as we used to. That's something I said, that we could do that. Maybe if we started doing that, I would spend the night with you or speak to you again. But you don't really realize that, do you? I don't care about her. I just noticed that. And I realized that she doesn't want me either. But if I had you, I would war with you. And my problem is that I can't stop warring with you. My mental stress is giving me a hard time. And I give myself a hard time even more. And I let myself get more and more agitated. Please consider me. I don't want to leave you, but I do notice that you left me. And I can't help but notice that you left me all alone. I wonder where you are, what you're doing, who you're with, who you're speaking to. How's life? What's going on? Could I care about that so much to the point where I want to see you or speak to you again, or spark a conversation with you? Just don't know how to. You really left me and made me feel like I couldn't be there for you though. And then I wonder why or how I could be there for you. And I certainly want to. I just don't know how to spark a conversation with you. Okay? You could be dealing with a Gemini. You could be dealing with a water sign. You could be dealing with a fire sign or an earth sign. Okay? I don't want to date you anymore though. That's just something I've just said. I just don't know how to support this. I don't understand why this person keeps saying they don't want to date you anymore. All right, but yet they can't move on. Yeah, it says this person never knew how to support that idea, but always knew how to move forward and give you problems. Check out Libra's reading. All right, check out Libra's reading for some of you guys that are in a relationship with someone that just keeps worrying. And then for some of you guys, you don't appreciate that, you don't put up with that, you don't deal with that. Whereas, you know, in Libra's reading now, some of them, they might deal with that. All right, they may put up with that stuff. But you guys might be a bit different from them. You don't. Some of you guys don't put up with that. It says that you don't, and you realize that you can't have good karma with your mind with the person that keeps doing this to you. So it says, when will we work on the war and make things change? Suddenly you realize problems are never yours. Good karma is coming. Watch and see. Next year we're going to do this. We're going to make sure they kill their minds with hate and envy to the point they make love to your mind all over again, to the point where they have to date you, give to you, and work with you. It's not going to be simple, but we're warring with you to the point where it works out in your favor. Amen for that. So next year is going to be a good year for those that have been having problems with their love life. All right. It's like, you know, you got to war with them until they change, honey. War with them until they do better for you. War with them until they give and take the way you like it. Because if not, it's going to be stagnant. It's going to be one-sided. You're going to be given to a person that just wants to take, and not give you back anything in return. All right. You know, you're going to end up being the enabler, you know, of their negativity, of their deception, of their false masks. So if you're having hard times right now, my lovelies, things are going to change for you all. All right. And those of you that are having better relationships, I know it's hard for the information to come out right now, but the emphasis is definitely on people that are struggling in relationships. And I've noticed that for a while. So let's see what else is going on before we move on to married couples. Okay, it says, me and you are going to have war one day, but I don't want to hear that you're having war with me. I just want to know that I can support you, maybe even give to you. Don't want to date you, don't want to see you like that. Just want to support you and help you, maybe even you, your kids, your family, maybe all of you. But I don't want to hear you warring with me. And the thing about it is, Aquarius, if you feel like doing this for someone, all right, you have to be prepared for them to give you as well. Because sometimes you're not easy. Sometimes you don't want to take, all right? Sometimes you guys will be overly given, all right? And don't want anything back in return. And then that's not the balance of life either. It's like you kind of manipulate the script, okay? You don't care if they don't date you. You don't care if they're not treating you right, yeah? You just, you know, don't care, and then you'll keep giving and giving, but then it might be for other reasons why you're doing it as well, you know. And then some of you guys are the takers, and I'm just gonna take, and I'm just gonna take. I don't care if they don't want to see me again. I don't care if they want to deal with me. I'm just gonna take and take and take and take and take, you know. So let's see what's going on with let's see what's going on with the marriage couples. Marriage couples do want some time alone. They don't want to support anyone right now. They want time alone. They want to be together but be alone. And they want to be alone in the relationships and not speak to each other. But some of them do want to speak to each other and word things out privately. That's what I've noticed as well. Those in a relationship, they want to sort things out privately. Okay, it does say good karma happens for you like this, but it doesn't say bad news is there anyway. It does say you have better luck with your mind, seeing that you have gifts, and so many of them, to support your love life in many ways, and then you'll work with them when you see that you have a good relationship. Right now you see that you have good news, and your mind tells you off that you shouldn't speak about anything bad. You just want to wonder if things are going to be okay and work out successfully for you and your person. All right? So let's see what's happening with those individuals, Aries and Aquarius. Someone wants to come forward to you, by the way. It could be a Cancerian or a water sign, or even an air sign. It says bad news for them, though. It doesn't say that they're going to come forward yet, but they do see you and wonder if everything is okay. All right? Could be wanting to see a fire sign as well. So let's see what's going on with Aries anyway. What's going on with Aries? Aries doesn't mind seeing you and doesn't want to support you at the same time too, but really does not care whatever you have to say and doesn't want to communicate with you ongoing about it. Leave me to believe it's trial and error, or it's solved, or it's dead, it's done, it's over. Okay? All right. What's going on with Aquarius and Taurus? Taurus doesn't mind speaking to you, but doesn't want to see you in a mindful way of your own. Doesn't care about you in that way, and doesn't want to see that you have problems. Doesn't care about you at all at times, but doesn't see that good news is coming to you. Doesn't say bad news is, but it doesn't say blessings are there for you ongoing, but it says it will in the next 2 days, or even one. It doesn't say bad news at all. Okay, so let's see what's going on with let's see what's going on with with Gemini and Aquarius. Gemini doesn't mean anything by you. They don't want to hear from you or see you, but they do wonder if you're stress-free now, because you laid the law down on them the other day and didn't like to speak to them. Either way, you said, go away. I wouldn't want to hear from you anyway. You drive me crazy. Leave me alone. Do yourself in. Why don't you go away? Dear. All right. So let's see what's going on with Cancerian. Cancerian and Gemini. No, Cancerian and Aquarius. Ooh, let me plug this phone in first. Cancerian and Aquarius. Cancer doesn't care for you, doesn't really want to care for you, but they do believe they're always going to be there, lying down in your mind, making you feel like you're always there, remembering the good times, remembering the good times. Don't you remember us? Don't you remember that we had some good times? Okay. Let's see what's going on with Leo and Aquarius. Leo doesn't care for you that much and really doesn't want to hear good news come your way. Bad news is there when you hurt them, maybe even fought them, or maybe even hurt people around you who cause problems for them, or maybe even cause problems for them and people that they're involved with and they don't really care for, but don't really want to hear that they have bad news for. They don't want to hear that you're always there, constantly making fun of them or making them feel good news is going to come your way. It does say you have great news with them in your mind about the things that you want, but not really seeing if it's going to work out in your favor. Trust me, I wouldn't dare show you that it is what the Leo has to say, because they don't want to show you that great news is something they want with you. Oh dear. All right, so let's see what's going on with let's see what's going on with Virgo and Aquarius. Virgo doesn't mind leaving you behind and even speaking to you at times where they feel like they need to. Not seeing you at all is something they rather do, and not really wanting to speak to you is something that you rather not hear, but you want to hear if they talk to you and you don't like it, but you notice that they do want to talk to other friends or mean people around you. They just don't care about you and they don't want to know you either, Aquarius, so you have to leave them alone. Okay, let's see what's going on with Libra and Aquarius. Libra does not want to see you anymore, and they really don't want to deal with you anymore either, but they try to warn you that they're not speaking to you and can't hear from you anymore. They don't want to hear from you and they don't want to deal with you, and they don't want to warn themselves that anything is going to work between you and them. It says you have karma coming with a Libra if you feel like it's going to work. Stop worrying about them and thinking that it's only going to be stressful in your mind, because it's also stressful in their mind, but they believe they had to work on themselves. They did, and they wondered how they did it, and they supported that, and they pleased negative memories of you to be there in their mind, always watching you and wanting war with you, and can't help but look at you and wonder if you're getting yours. Oh, let's see what's going on with Scorpio and Aquarius. Scorpio doesn't care for you, but will address things and make you feel mind games are there with your own mind. It does say problems with you are never mine, so solve your own, but it does say you probably don't want to hear that when you know that you have good karma in your mind anyway. It doesn't say Scorpio loves you, but it does say they do believe in you and wonder why you should stress yourself out so much. They don't care about me is what you've said. You've always told yourself they don't care about you, but the problem is your whining and moaning never allowed them to do so. It says you'll always believe that they never did care about you, but they wonder why you think that so much, because you always were with yourself. It says they never cared about you in that way, but they always loved you in the way that you never knew, and you never woke up to understand who they really were. You never wanted to see things for how it was or who it was that was going to speak to you in your mind and let you know that it was going to come to you one day to support yourself. It says people will speak to you in ways that you don't like, but sometimes they don't see it in the way that you see it, and maybe you see it in the way they don't see it. And sometimes they love you in the way that you can't see, and maybe you love them to the point where you can't see it, but you would warn yourself that you will never speak to them or deal with them in the way that they loved you. It says problems are there between you and the Scorpio, for the main fact of the matter is that you can't ideally give them good karma, and they can't give you good karma too. Warning you in your mind to never give them bad news is something you always try to do, but you always did it in a way that you would mind your manners, or maybe even see that you don't give them good karma. It says you don't, but you do always look for them, and maybe they look for you, but they don't want to see you again, and they'd rather keep it that way. All right, so let's see what's going on with Sagittarius and Aquarius. Sag doesn't mind seeing if you're okay, because they don't want to war with you, but they really believe you had bad news, and they didn't believe that you'd have good news either, and they warn you that there's nothing set in stone. People will still come and cause you problems, but it doesn't say problems are there for you and Sag. It's just that Sag does not want to speak to you anymore, and they don't want to steal your ideas or make you feel like you have to be used or use them to get where you want to go or what you want in their life. It's not going to work out for you. They believe that they could harm you or hurt you, so don't spark conversations with them. Meanwhile, they will address not wanting to harm you because they've got things to do, so much so to the point where they don't really give a two freaking shit. It says they do, but they always knew that you would come back and cause them more harm. They'd rather laugh at you and make fun of you and move on. But it does say that you could cause them harm right now and maybe get away with it, or maybe not. And they're figuring out how they could hurt you and bruise you if you try to harm them. So maybe you should walk away and never see them again, because they're conjuring up something that would be deadly to you, and maybe not speak about why it's going to happen until you cause them harm. Oh. So let's see what's going on with Capricorn and Aquarius. Aquarius doesn't mind saying hello to you, or maybe even getting dressed up for you one day and seeing if you would want to date them and go out. It says you would rather see if you could spend the night with them, or maybe even say hello to them at times. And maybe you talk to them more than you usually do, or maybe you talk to them a lot more than you would like to. It does say you would rather speak less to them today, or maybe not speak to them at all, minding your manners or keeping yourself to yourself. Your mood is low, so you're presenting negative energy of theirs, mind you, because they did something to warn you that they weren't going to be there for you, and then they told you that they would, and they caused you harm in your mind to say it would happen in a way that they could support you, possibly not always giving you what you want, but realizing it's not going to be that way all the time. You always convince yourself that you have to mind who you are and no longer see them for who they are. Just probably give them good karma in their mind and let them be, not really caring if they're going to be good or bad, just allowing them to be. So let's see what's going on with Aquarius and Aquarius. Aquarius doesn't care for you and does not want to know that you're doing so great. It doesn't say you have good news with Aquarius, but Aquarius does not want to hear you got good news on your own either. It doesn't say you have good news with me or without me. I'll be there for you, but you won't get me in the way that you always had me or thought you could have me before. You thought you could have me in a negative way, and I supported you to be in that way, and now I'm not. So when are you going to listen and move on from this? I'm not going to struggle just because you're struggling. I'm not going to stay there just because you're staying there. I'm never going to let you think you're going to leave me, but I will be there for you. So support the idea and be there for your mind and take yourself up and move on. Ooh, so they're helping you to move on from something. You know, you're not really happy with each other completely, but, you know, they're still being very supportive to you. Or you're being supportive to each other in your own little ways, or maybe one towards the other, you know. So let's see what's going on with Pisces. Pisces doesn't care about you mainly because you friggin' love too much love life information, sexual energy, passion. giving them good news of this all the time in their mind to remember that they could come around and steal some attention from you whenever they feel like it. Maybe not so much these days, because you want to know that you can work on your mind, but it does say they believe that they can work on yours and make you feel so smart about who you are, and never be bad about it. Never feel bad about it, because you're always negative or thinking that you have problems in your mind. Never giving you good news is something that they said. They would sleep with you and use you and take you down, make you feel like you're hoeing yourself, or probably give you a problem in the night, i.e. STDs, or oh my goodness. All right, that's enough. It says they don't need to know that they're going to, but sometimes they're hoes themselves and wonder where they get it from, and always speak about negative energy and push that in the universe, and want to know sex is something that's always going to be there. Could I tell you that you're always going to have sex with me? One day I realized that we're always going to have sex. Me and you, always going to have sex. Nothing but this. Sex, 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 sex. That's why I want you to speak of these things and let it be known that you're going to have sex with me over and over again. Maybe that's the reason why you keep hearing certain things in your head about sex, 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 because this person just wants to have sex. It's funny how you guys sit right next door to Pisces energy, and they keep pushing that energy in the universe, all right? So, hey, maybe that's the reason why it keeps coming in your head. So let's see what's going on with your angel messages. What's going on with the romance angels? You deserve love. You are lovable. Okay. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay. So some of you guys just need to forgive your parents for whatever it is that they've done. Okay. Some of you guys may even need to forgive your children. Some of you guys may just need to forgive other family members. All right. It does say attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Okay, so you guys could be enjoying the moment right now, and learning how to really manifest all those beautiful pleasures that you want to see in your life. Okay. New love. What did I tell you? New love's going to come in for you guys soon. It says, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So some of you guys may have met a new person, all right, who's stirring your romantic feelings as we speak. Or some of you guys are going to meet this person very soon. Okay. And some of you guys are going off on a honeymoon. Okay. Going to enjoy the bliss of love and romance. Maybe even travel together or see each other, maybe going on holiday or something, or I don't know. So let's see what's going on with other angel messages. Okay, blessings in disguise. What appears to be a problem is actually part of your answered prayer. You'll understand the reason behind your present situation as everything resolves. Trust in heaven's protection and infinite wisdom to answer your prayers in the best way. Okay. Peace. Archangel Shamiel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. That's right. So some of you guys don't even want to fuss or fight. You just want peace, and you want to know that love is there. All right. Let's see what's going on with your universal messages. Okay, this card is coming in the reverse, so let's see why. It says joy is the ultimate creator. Some of you guys may feel a bit down right now, so you're not really feeling that energy, but it's letting you know that joy is the ultimate creator. Okay, when you feel that joy, it's creating joy and more joy. So let's see what your angel numbers are. Number 10, number 12, number 11, number 16, number 51, number 56, number 30, number 41, and number 13. So, my lovelies, that was your reading. I'll speak to you again in your next one. Ciao for now. Bye.